Rainbird, the Enchaustic Art Institute and the Santa Fe Media Network presents Harry Strohm, the artist who has done these incredible sculptures, and I will let him describe his work in person. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, everyone, for coming. My name is Harry Strohm, and Tony's a hard act to follow, so I got to use some talking points here, but it's short and quick, and I'll be glad to take.
A little louder if you can.
I'm sorry?
A little louder if you can.
Sure. So yeah, I'll be glad to take any kind of questions, at the end of my talk here. But first of all, I'd like to thank Adrien and Doug for allowing me to be part of Enchaustic, and also to tell my story. I'd like to thank Ryan Benally also, who is my instructor, George Rivera, Steve Dunlap, Sean Benally. These guys were, they're the ones that keep me going and have guided me to get to where I am here today. I've been a stone sculptor for about 40 years. I've never had any art training whatsoever. Never had an art class. And it was never my intention to be in art or to be a sculptor. I was born and raised in Illinois. Went to college. I wanted to be an anthropologist, so I got my degree, entered the workforce, couldn't make any money. So then I became a draftsman, and that was okay for a while. It still wasn't good enough. Trying to climb the corporate ladder, became an engineer, and from there I went into corporate management. And so all my career choices have allowed me to travel around the world. I've seen all the great masterpieces, all the great artists, and I was never really impressed. I mean, it's good, but I just, it's like it didn't do anything for me. So, but anyway, I just couldn't appreciate what I was seeing. And out of my travels, I used to come to New Mexico a lot on vacation. And this is the only place that feels like my real home, more so than Illinois. So 5 years ago, I moved from Dallas out here by myself. Packed up a U-Haul truck, pulled my car out, found an apartment. Didn't know anybody, was by myself. But intuitively, I had this inner peace knowing that everything was going to be fine. That something was going to work out. So I'll never forget, this is the day that changed my life. I was sitting at my desk reading the newspaper. I opened it up, I saw an ad for a Milwaukee Arts program. Learn jewelry, sculpting, pottery. And I thought, well, yeah, I like stone. I think I'll go out there and talk to them and see what happens. So I went out, talked to the director, Phil Carsis at the time, and Ryan Benally, the instructor. And I wanted to see what they see. That was the most important thing to me. And in the very beginning, Ryan was very patient with me. He explained everything to me, and I understood up here, but I couldn't translate that into the stone. And I frustrated the heck out of him and myself. I tried to quit twice, and Ryan wouldn't let me.
That's good.
So I came back, he goes, Harry, sculpting picked you. You didn't pick sculpting. And that put things in perspective for me. And from there, it just took off. And my very first show was in June of 2014. It was a Sculpt Santa Fe at the El Dorado. There was 40 of us artists. And I entered this piece, Dancing with the Stone. It's pink alabaster from Fort Collins, Colorado. It took me 7 months to do this in the base. They said there was not going to be any awards, But Saturday night, they came to me and presented me with the Alan Hauser Award. And it just blew me away. Just couldn't believe it. You know, there's so many good artists there at that show. But, so anyway, I went from nothing to my first gallery to here now at Enchaustic. All the stone pieces, I have 20 pieces in here. I'm currently the only stone sculptor, and this sculpting has really changed my life and how I look at things, how I think about things. It teaches me patience. And it's all about the experience and working with artists that are better than me to make myself better. There's just no substitute for studio time. For the first 4 years, I would go out to the studio at Milwaukee. A lot of times I was by myself, but I would work every day. I'd go out there. It's all about learning lessons. The bottom line is where I'm supposed to be and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I can't explain it any better than that. That's it. My parents taught me that if you can dream it, you can achieve it, but you have to do the work. And so I've achieved all my life goals with this attitude, and I look forward to the future. And I thank everyone for coming. And if anyone has any questions about any of the pieces, please feel free to approach me, and I'll be glad to explain, anything. Thank you very much.
Let me add that Alan Hauser was the most accomplished, celebrated, and awarded Native American contemporary artist in contemporary Indian art history. And to receive an Alan Hauser Award based on the work that this gentleman has done is very prestigious. So I hope you all appreciate, and certainly Enchaustic thanks him for us being able to exhibit his work here. Thank you. Now, we're